Can we see the ring, Wendy?
Over the shoulder, Wendy.
Are you Wendy of sound mind?
Absolutely. Are you?
I am. Now, why would anybody assume you are not?
So some shocking new details have emerged in the Wendy Williams case after it turned out that she has moved once again, whilst Sharina and Kevin Hudson have been hit with a new, heavy lawsuit. You won't want to miss this.
But this is really going down. This is going down. It was you all with the drone and took a picture. And I read about it in the blogs and the tabloids.
In 2023, Wendy Williams made a significant move to Florida, as shared by a family friend in a recent radio interview with Miss Jones. During a wellness check attempt, it was revealed that Williams had already relocated, leaving the radio host surprised at being several months too late. The decision to move reportedly aligned with concerns about Williams's health and suspicions that her team was exerting undue influence.
Battle with Wells Fargo Bank, which Wendy says froze her accounts for 2 months, a move she claims denies her access to her own money, preventing her from fulfilling her financial obligations, including mortgage payments and employee payroll.
Williams' son disclosed that the media veterans team was making decisions on her behalf and had even taken control of her bank accounts. This revelation sparked an outpouring of support from fans, with many expressing their well wishes and prayers for her recovery. Some fans lamented the impact of personal struggles on her broadcasting career, particularly referencing the influence of her ex-husband, Kevin.
I have told you all that we stopped communicating in February of 2010 because he got upset that his mistress, now baby mama, Sharina Hudson, a.k.a. Nikki, from Columbia, South Carolina, dropped on the clue.
Since the conclusion of her syndicated talk show in 2022, Wendy Williams has kept a low profile. However, reports surfaced in April of her filming at her childhood home for a new reality series. Growing up in Ashbury Park, New Jersey, Williams later moved to the suburb of Wayside following racial unrest in 1970. Her openness about her early years and battles with addiction has been chronicled in various books, including her 2003 autobiography. Recent developments indicate that Williams is working on a new reality show, with footage capturing an emotional return to her childhood home. While specific details about the show's focus remain undisclosed, the filming in New Jersey suggests a potentially more intimate and personal exploration of Williams' life. Originally slated for a fall 2023 release, the show's current schedule is uncertain due to Williams' health concerns. Despite the challenges, the project could offer fans a unique and unprecedented glimpse into the life of the iconic media personality.
Wow, that close. Right here, God.
How are you?
Wendy, right here. Can we get you by the lights over here, too?
That'll have to wait, though, because her son had something very shocking to say about what was going on with her. In June 2023, Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Hunter Jr., is finally speaking out about his mother's mental and physical well-being. The 22-year-old recently shared his concerns with The Sun, shedding light on the challenges Williams is facing, including her battle with alcoholism and alleged exploitation by those in her inner circle. Since being placed under guardianship in 2022, Hunter reveals, "I know there are all sorts of things happening that I know in her right mind she would never agree to. As hard as it is seeing her being taken advantage of, I know that if I'm making sure she, as a person, is okay, that is the important thing because eventually she's going to realize the craziness that's been going on." Just last month, Williams was reportedly hospitalized in New York, and Hunter claims he wasn't informed by her jeweler-turned-manager, Will Selby, or anyone on her team about her release until mid-May. However, Sean Zanotti, Williams' publicist, denied the hospitalization, stating to the Daily Mail that she wasn't in New York at the specified time. Hunter is now expressing his belief that financial gains are being prioritized over his mother's well-being. What's been made more important by the people around her is that while her health may not be great, she needs to keep on earning income, and in my opinion, that should not be a priority at all. And whoever has been hired, they are taking advantage of someone who needs to get better, he explained. Having observed a rapid decline in his mother's health while living with her in Florida from late 2021 to spring 2022, coupled with the challenges of her alcoholism and a 3-month stint in rehab, Hunter continues to criticize Williams' manager for what he perceives as exploitation of her vulnerable state. Hunter added, "I feel that when it comes to people wanting to help her, a lot of it is coming from a stance of, okay, she's alone now. Let's try to see how we can make her act the way we want her to act, or if we can kind of control the rate at which she's handling herself." In regards to the financial aspect of Williams' guardianship, Hunter feels Sharina Morrissey is purposely being reluctant with information and updates. However, he feels hopeful that him speaking out will lead to Williams getting the help she needs. Hunter concluded, "I think that it's best for her to have to prioritize her health first. Nobody around her will tell her this, but she doesn't have to be working. She needs to take a break from trying to progress her career and just be proud of what she's accomplished." Since 2008, Wendy Williams, known as the Queen of the Purple Throne, has captivated millions of television viewers with her wildly popular show, The Wendy Williams Show. Her bold, unapologetic, and slightly shady commentary on celebrity drama and pop culture made her a standout figure in daytime talk. For nearly a decade, Williams consistently delivered hot topics, shocks, and entertainment to her dedicated fan base. However, around 2017, viewers began to notice a shift as she started taking intermittent breaks from her show, attributing it to health issues. Unfortunately, a series of illnesses, diagnoses, and doctor-mandated time off led to the decline of Williams' health, ultimately resulting in the end of her long-standing television show. The cancellation of The Wendy Williams Show left fans devastated and curious about Williams' well-being. In this exploration, we'll delve into the events that unfolded, from her notorious fainting spell to the diagnosis of her autoimmune disorder, and discover how Wendy Williams is faring today. Wendy Williams' journey in the spotlight began on the radio, where she made a name for herself with her contentious comments. Originating from New Jersey, Williams studied communications at Northeastern University in Boston, where she also DJ'd for her college radio station. By 1989, she joined New York's 98.7 KISS FM, earning recognition as a Billboard award-winning DJ in 1993. In 2001, WBLS-FM offered Williams her own syndicated drive show, allowing the self-proclaimed shock jockette to stir the pot and interview numerous celebrities for 8 years. One of her most infamous interviews was with Whitney Houston in 2003, where Williams boldly questioned the singer about drug use. Houston's defensive response not only drove up ratings, but also solidified Williams' status as a provocative radio personality. Despite the controversies, Williams thrived, with her show's moments making it to the E! Network's list of 101 most shocking moments. Her impact was evident, surpassing even Richard Pryor, setting himself on fire in terms of shocking television moments. Whether you're a diehard fan of The Wendy Williams Show or not a fan at all, chances are you've heard about Wendy Williams' fair share of controversial moments. From tasteless remarks about celebrities like Joaquin Phoenix, Rob Kardashian, and Beyoncé, to problematic comments on gay and transgender issues, Williams hasn't shied away from stirring the pot. In 2021, after Britney Spears' powerful testimony about her conservatorship, Williams expressed her support for the pop star, but not without making a comment that many found extreme. In a clip, she exclaimed, "How dare you, Mr. Spears? You had me fooled. And you too, Mrs. Spears. Death to all of them." Even her own audience audibly gasped, highlighting the intensity of her statement. Despite the backlash, Williams remains unapologetic about her outspoken nature. In a 2019 interview with the New York Times, she acknowledged being accused of saying what others may be afraid to express. She admitted to getting into trouble at times, but seemed unfazed, stating, "Actually, I can't even think of what kind of trouble." Around 2017, fans of The Wendy Williams Show began speculating about the host's health. During the Halloween episode that year, Williams, dressed as the Statue of Liberty, fainted on stage while introducing a costume contest. The incident left viewers stunned, prompting concerns about her well-being. Addressing the frightening episode on Good Morning America, Williams clarified that it wasn't a stroke or heart attack, but attributed it to her tight costume and dehydration. She even shared that her crew initially thought it was a stunt, saying, "The crew and security here thought that the bug-eyed look I gave was part of a stunt, 'cause I'm always doing tricks, so nobody came out until I hit the ground." Undeterred, Williams returned to her seat after checking in with paramedics, assuring the audience that she was okay. In 2018, Wendy Williams disclosed that she was grappling with Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder affecting the thyroid, along with hyperthyroidism. After fans expressed concerns about her health, a representative released a statement saying, "Wendy has been openly dealing with her Graves' disease for many years in addition to hyperthyroidism. Yesterday, Wendy's doctor prescribed a necessary 3 weeks of rest to get her levels and medication in sync." The hiatus from The Wendy Williams Show allowed her to prioritize her well-being. In an interview with People the following month, Williams candidly shared her experience with Graves' disease, describing it as a storm within her body. Symptoms like bulging eyes, high blood pressure, and difficulty sleeping were evident, but she initially underestimated the seriousness of her situation. Despite missing a few medical appointments due to work and family commitments, Williams expressed gratitude for the timely diagnosis and acknowledged the unwavering support of her then-husband, Kevin Hunter, throughout the process. Wendy Williams has always been open about her personal struggles, including her battle with cocaine addiction. In 2019, she revealed to her audience that she was actively working on her sobriety and living in a sober house. Her emotional statement coincided with an exposé by the Daily Mail on her living situation, suggesting she wanted to address the situation before the news broke. The 2021 biopic, Wendy Williams the Movie, where Williams served as an executive producer, delved into her cocaine usage. The film highlighted her struggle with weight as a child, experimenting with diets at her mother's suggestion. When she entered the radio industry, Williams discovered that cocaine could aid weight loss. In the film, she reflected, "This particular diet was a whole lot more fun than tuna fish in brine with mustard. Coke was everywhere in those days. It suppressed my appetite and gave me all the chemical courage I thought I needed." Wendy Williams has faced health challenges that prompted her to take breaks from The Wendy Williams Show. In February 2018, she was sidelined for 3 days due to flu-like symptoms, apologizing to fans upon her return and revealing her diagnosis of Graves' disease, which led to an additional 3-week hiatus for rest. Later in 2018, Williams experienced a hairline fracture in her shoulder, resulting in an episode where she slurred her words. Apologizing on Instagram, she explained, "I have a hairline fracture on my upper arm, which hurts like hell. In the key place where the fracture is, and trying to scurry around and do too much, I am now paying the price." The show's 2019 return faced a 2-week delay as Williams recovered from shoulder surgery and complications related to Graves' disease. In 2019, after paparazzi photos revealed swollen ankles, Williams disclosed her diagnosis of lymphedema, a condition caused by a blockage in the lymphatic system. On The Wendy Williams Show, she assured her fans that while lymphedema wouldn't be life-threatening, she had to use a machine to manage it. In a candid 2022 interview with TMZ, Williams discussed her lymphedema further, showcasing her swollen foot and explaining the challenges she faces. She revealed, "Do you see this? It's up and down. I can only feel maybe 5% of my feet." Despite the difficulties, she mentioned that she would typically use a wheelchair, but currently preferred standing. Wendy Williams' journey has been marked by more than just health challenges. Married to Kevin Hunter since 1997, he served as her longtime manager. However, in 2019, their over 2-decade marriage came to an end when Williams filed for divorce. The split was attributed to Hunter's ongoing infidelity, culminating in the birth of a child with another woman. Despite the difficulty of the decision, Williams prioritized her own well-being, emphasizing the need to put herself first. In a 2019 interview with the New York Times, Williams confirmed the rumors surrounding Hunter's indiscretions, stating, "Kevin had a major indiscretion that he will have to deal with for the rest of his life. An indiscretion that I will not deal with." Kevin has a daughter. This revelation, combined with past betrayals, proved to be a breaking point for Williams. Despite the heartbreak, Williams found a new beginning. In August 2022, she shared that she was dating a New York City Police Department officer, indicating a positive turn in her personal life. Season 13 of The Wendy Williams Show presented additional challenges for Williams. Initially delayed due to her contraction of COVID-19, the premiere faced a second postponement. Although she recovered from COVID-19, serious complications arose from her Graves' disease and thyroid condition, leading to her absence from the show. Guest hosts, including Michael Rappaport, Fat Joe, Remy Ma, Bevy Smith, and Sherry Shepherd, stepped in during Williams's hiatus. Eventually, Shepherd assumed the permanent hosting role for the remainder of season 13. Sources noted that Williams's healing was progressing slower than anticipated, considering her various medical issues. The decision on her return for the fall would hinge on how well she healed over the summer, emphasizing a cautious and day-by-day approach to her recovery. In 2022, Wendy Williams faced yet another setback when Wells Fargo denied her access to her own bank account. Suspecting misconduct by her financial advisor, who happened to be a Wells Fargo employee, Williams aimed to switch banks. However, the bank labeled her as an incapacitated person and alleged that she was the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Williams filed an affidavit with the New York Supreme Court, expressing frustration over being denied access to her financial assets, despite terminating her advisor for improper conduct. As the case is pending, a temporary financial guardianship was imposed on Williams, a move she deems unnecessary. Despite Wells Fargo standing by its decision, Williams' attorney highlighted that the bank chose to believe the allegations of a former employee who lost direct access to Williams's financial affairs. The final episode of The Wendy Williams Show aired on June 17, 2022, marking the end of 13 successful and controversial seasons. Wendy Williams, unfortunately, was not present for the farewell episode, and Sherry Shepherd, who had been filling in for Williams, hosted it. Mort Marcus, co-president of Debmar Mercury, the production company behind the show, explained that the decision was made to protect the business as they waited for Williams. Eventually, they had to make the call to continue running the business without her. In an exclusive interview with the New York Post, Williams expressed her dissatisfaction with the final episode, stating, "There was nothing I liked about the final episode of The Wendy Williams Show." When asked why she didn't make a final appearance, she responded that she wasn't asked to do so. Despite the challenges, Williams is not entirely negative about the show's end. In her conversation with the New York Post, she hinted at potential future endeavors like starting a podcast or even opening a restaurant. Williams concluded by saying, "Maybe I'll go back on TV, perhaps, I don't know. I've got so much money, I can do anything I want, or nothing at all." As Wendy Williams navigates her ever-evolving career, fans have witnessed her transformation from a radio shock jockey to a bold television commentator. However, with the conclusion of The Wendy Williams Show, many are curious about what's on the horizon for the talk show host. While a resurgence is anticipated, Williams is currently facing health challenges, prompting her to take a step back. In September 2022, Sean Zanotti, Williams' publicist, revealed to Entertainment Tonight that she had checked into a wellness facility. Zanotti emphasized that the focus is solely on her present and future well-being, steering clear of past matters. The hiatus from the public eye became noticeable, and by May 2023, Williams withdrew from a keynote speaker engagement at the Atlanta Women's Expo. Despite the intended opportunity to share insights into her career and entertainment industry journey, her health at the time didn't permit her participation. Providing an update the following month, Williams' manager, Will Selby, spoke with Entertainment Tonight, confirming her continued stay in the treatment facility. He shared, "Wendy is at a facility doing her best to be her best. She's taking it day by day." Zanotti also addressed previous reports, dismissing claims that Williams had been hospitalized, contradicting earlier coverage by The Sun. In a recent legal development, Kevin Hunter, the ex-husband of talk show host Wendy Williams, finds himself in another courtroom battle. This time, Hunter is taking on Essentia Insurance Company, alleging water damage to his 2018 Ferrari California. According to Hunter, his insurance policy with Essentia included all-risk coverage for his convertible roadster, protecting it against direct physical loss unless caused by an excluded peril. The claim stems from an incident on November 11, 2021, when Hunter asserts that rain damaged his Ferrari. Despite promptly notifying Essentia on November 15th and complying with their requests, he has yet to receive any payment on the claim. Essentia, however, denies Hunter's claim, arguing that there was no rain at the location and time he specified. They are seeking to dismiss the lawsuit, stating that Hunter's misrepresentations nullify coverage, as there was no genuine issue of fact regarding rain on the alleged date. Court documents reveal Hunter's account of the incident. He claims his Ferrari suffered extensive damage due to a heavy rainstorm. Hunter drove the car to a friend's home in Pompano Beach, left it with the top down, and returned to find it in the rain, unable to start. Essentia's investigation, including a meteorologist's input, challenges this narrative, asserting that there was minimal precipitation in Pompano Beach on the stated date. While the judge has not issued a ruling on this case, Hunter faces additional financial challenges. In November, he was ordered to pay $20,176.83 to UBS Bank USA, with ongoing interest until full repayment. These financial difficulties add to a series of legal troubles Hunter has encountered since his divorce from Wendy Williams in January 2020. Despite receiving substantial alimony initially, Hunter's home faced foreclosure when payments ceased in February 2022. He managed to sell the property for $1.25 million. Additionally, Hunter is pursuing a $10 million lawsuit against former producers of The Wendy Williams Show, Debmar Mercury LLC, and production executives Ira Bernstein and Mort Marcus, alleging wrongful termination. As of now, this legal battle remains ongoing without a ruling. The couple's divorce unfolded after Wendy discovered Kevin's secret love child, but as it turns out, this wasn't the first instance of his unfaithfulness. The story begins in 1994 when Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter crossed paths at a kids' skating party in New York City. Love sparked quickly, and within a few months of dating, they found themselves expecting their first child. Sadly, their joy was overshadowed by a miscarriage at 5 months. Undeterred, they tied the knot and embarked on another pregnancy journey. Tragically, history repeated itself, resulting in the heartbreaking loss of a stillborn daughter at the 5-month mark. However, the third time proved to be the charm, with Williams successfully carrying their son, Kevin Jr., to term in 2000. Little did Wendy know that just 2 months after welcoming Kevin Jr., she would uncover Hunter's affair, marking the beginning of a tumultuous chapter in their relationship. Just 2 months into the joys of motherhood, Wendy stumbled upon Hunter's affair, a moment she vividly recounts in her upcoming Lifetime documentary, Wendy Williams, What a Mess. In the dead of night, Wendy, having given birth just 2 months prior, found herself waking up to an unsettling reality. Big Kev, as she affectionately refers to her husband, was missing from their bed. Following a gut feeling, Wendy walked into their son's nursery, only to overhear Kevin engaging in a suspicious phone conversation in one of the guest rooms. Confronting him, Wendy learned about his involvement with a woman he claimed to have met at a bank. Despite the emotional turmoil, Wendy chose to forgive Kevin, driven by her love for him and the desire to keep their family intact. However, forgiveness didn't put an end to Hunter's infidelity. In a recent interview with Billy Bush, Wendy candidly revealed that Kevin continued to cheat throughout their marriage, even during her pregnancy. Despite the betrayal, Wendy held on, motivated by the commitment to her son and a belief that their union wasn't necessarily "till death do us part." The breaking point came when Wendy, suspecting a deeper betrayal, hired a private investigator. The investigator uncovered Kevin's long-term affair and the shocking revelation that his mistress was pregnant with his child. Wendy, having gathered undeniable evidence, filed for divorce in 2019, and the legal process concluded in January 2020, marking the end of their tumultuous relationship. In a recent turn of events back in October, Kevin Hunter, ex-husband of talk show host Wendy Williams, successfully sold his Florida mansion. This move followed a series of financial challenges Hunter faced after a legal battle over alimony payments, as reported by Radar Online. The mansion, priced at $1.25 million, boasted 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, spanning nearly 3,500 square feet in Parkland, Florida. Hunter had initially acquired the property for $795,600 and shared it with his girlfriend and former mistress, Sharina Hudson, for 3 years. Hunter's financial woes began when Wendy Williams allegedly halted her monthly alimony payments during her legal dispute with Wells Fargo over restricted access to her substantial wealth. Claiming financial exploitation, Williams asserted that her funds were frozen. Hunter sought to continue receiving alimony, citing financial distress, but the judge deemed it non-emergent, deferring the issue for the time being. In court, Hunter expressed his financial struggles, stating, "I have fallen behind on most of my bills. This included homeowners association fees, risking foreclosure if left unpaid, and overdue credit card payments due to suspended severance payments." His plea for continued alimony payments went unanswered. The situation escalated when UBS Bank USA sued Hunter for an alleged $20,000 credit card debt. Ignoring the legal proceedings after being properly served, Hunter faced a default judgment request from UBS, urging him to settle the total owed amount promptly. Wendy Williams seems to be relishing the irony as her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, faces a series of setbacks. According to sources, Wendy can't help but smile at the news of Hunter's breakup with Sharina Hudson, the woman with whom he had a love child while still married to Wendy. An insider revealed, "Wendy has been smiling since she heard the news." Adding to Wendy's satisfaction is the fact that Sharina Hudson reportedly ended the relationship after Kevin's alimony payments ceased due to Wendy's show, The Wendy Williams Show, no longer being in production. The source claimed that Hudson, tired of supporting her financially strapped ex, decided to end the relationship as he sought financial assistance from his ex-wife. Under the terms of their divorce, Wendy Williams is not obligated to pay alimony if she is not actively working, and she has been on a hiatus since September 2021 due to ongoing health issues. Last year marked the end of her show after 13 seasons, as her health continued to deteriorate. In another twist, Kevin Hunter is now dealing with potential legal trouble. Threatening to sue gossip vlogger Tasha K over an old interview resurfacing, Hunter plans to file a defamation lawsuit after accusations of abusive behavior during an alleged affair. Addressing the situation, Kevin stated, "I am preparing for a defamation lawsuit. Anybody that knows me, and this is no disrespect to the LGBTQ community, they know where I'm at with it. I am a straight alpha male." He asserted that the allegations by Fallstar, who accused him of abuse, were old and previously addressed during his divorce from Wendy. Kevin criticized Tasha K for bringing up an inaccurate story after 3 years, implying it was done for sensationalism. In recent news, TikTok sensation Ashton Ray found himself in a legal tangle with none other than the iconic former talk show host Wendy Williams. Apparently, Williams issued a cease and desist letter to Ray, raising eyebrows and sparking curiosity among fans and followers. Renowned for her unfiltered commentary on celebrities, Williams inadvertently gave Dua Lipa the moniker Dula Peep in one memorable episode. Her engaging and controversial style earned her a massive following of over 12 million listeners, making her a prominent figure in daytime television. Returning to the TikTok drama, Ashton Ray, a rising star on the platform, gained popularity by impersonating Wendy Williams. His parodic videos mimicking Williams' unique style, coupled with playful mispronunciations of celebrity names, garnered significant engagement. However, the fun took an unexpected turn when Ray received a cease and desist letter from Williams herself, as disclosed in a TikTok post on December 15th. Surprisingly undeterred, Ray continued creating content despite the legal notice, posting a defiant video captioned, "Cease and desist be damned. Happy Wendy's Wednesday, kids." In this post and another subsequent parody, Ray humorously addressed the incident, adopting the persona of Williams and stating, I had my team send him a little message telling him to stop immediately. While many miss the flamboyant Wendy Williams, known for her outspoken nature and entertaining hot topics discussions, it's interesting to note that controversies have always surrounded her. One notable instance involved Williams expressing skepticism about Mariah Carey writing her own songs during her show. Norman Baker, a producer on the show, defended Carey, affirming her role in both lyrics and music composition. Moreover, Williams shared a behind-the-scenes anecdote about Mariah Carey's interview requests. According to Williams, Carey's team made specific seating requests, which Williams declined, leading to the interview falling through. This incident hinted at the complexities of dealing with diva demands in the entertainment industry. Transitioning to Mariah Carey's career, the legendary singer, recognized for her vocal prowess, has also made significant strides as a songwriter. Carey co-wrote all her songs, retaining the publishing rights, a decision informed by lessons learned from documentaries about artists losing their publishing rights. In a 2018 interview, Carey highlighted her early career choice to preserve her songs and avoid selling the rights. Her savvy business approach, combined with her undeniable talent, contributed to her induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2022. Carey took the opportunity to emphasize her songwriting skills, often overlooked due to her prominent vocal status. As the TikTok drama unfolds and the legacy of Wendy Williams and Mariah Carey continues, it's evident that the entertainment industry remains a dynamic arena where personalities clash and artists assert their creative control and rights. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.